Hi, how you doing? So, if you caught the first episode of this series of Ethiopian food, we checked out injera, spices, and a lot of meat recipes and food. In part 2, where we are right now, we're going to be checking out vegan, vegetarian food, and believe me, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of beautiful vegan and vegetarian food within Ethiopian cuisine. We're also going to look at some bread. It's not all about injera. There are a few different types of bread used within Ethiopian food as well. Anyway, let's jump in. Atta, alicha, what? Atta is like a yellow split pea. You're going to be seeing a lot of this within Ethiopian food, lentils and pulses. The word for lentils is misa. Cabbage and potato, cooked again with turmeric or erd, also known locally as tikal gomen for cabbage and dinich for potato. Shiro. Now I'm a massive fan of shiro. Shiro is a spiced bean flour. Once it's spiced, it's called mitten shiro, or you can just get plain shiro and then you add spices to it. It's just a wonderful dish. It's very common in Ethiopia. You can add lots of different things to it. You can add meats to it, and just anything you like, really. Super versatile, and of course you can make fit and fur with it. Sinig. Now sinig are chilies, as you can see. They're not massively hot. They're spicy, but not massively spicy. And they're filled with chopped tomatoes, garlic, and onions. They really are delicious. A little bit spicy, but absolutely delicious. And here we have shiro fit. So fit and fur are mixtures of injera with some sort of sauce. Fit would mean that you're not really cooking it, you're putting it into the liquid like this. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Yeah, you're going to find so many vegan and vegetarian foods within Ethiopian cuisine. So if you're into that, you are in luck. It's delicious. So let's just check this out being made. Onions or shinkut, karia or chili, timatim or tomato, nech shinkut, garlic. Just really beautiful. Gomen just means some sort of spinachy type green leaf, collard greens, spinach, costa, some sort of green leaf. Delicious, just fried with onions, garlic, and with some chili. Beets or beetroot are really quite common. You'll often see it cooked with potato. I love this stuff. Shimbra means chickpeas. This dish you're going to see here is not particularly common, but yeah, it's just chickpeas again, cooked in an alicha style, which means it's quite mild, with erd or turmeric, and of course served with some chili. Azafa, I love this. Now azafa is a lentil or misa salad. It's got a lot of chili in it, garlic, onions, but one of the main ingredients in it is sanafich. Sanafich is mustard. Selit means sesame seeds. This is selit fit. So of course there are just hundreds and hundreds of different types of salad. This one I love so much. Banana, pineapple, potato, carrots, beetroot, all cooked. Fantastic. Let's continue. There's lots more to look at. Fasolia is French beans or green beans. Carrot The word for carrot in Amharic is carrot. This is delicious. Another version of ata alicha wat, this time with tomatoes. Dinij kai wat, potatoes in a hot Burberry spicy sauce. Another type of furfur, this is egg furfur, onions, tomatoes, garlics, Burberry, kibe, and then hard boiled eggs, delicious. Gomen bedinich. We've looked at both of these already. Gomen meaning like a collard green or spinach, dinich, potato. Timitim means tomato. This is timitim quad. So easy. Just cut tomatoes, lemon juice, olive oil, onions, bit of chili. Delicious. Vegetable alicha. So again, this is a mixed vegetable type of alicha. Alicha meaning that it's quite mild. Aib is cheese. It's like a cottage cheese, like a homemade soft cottage cheese. Gomen is again a green leaf, a collard green, a costa or spinach. They're heavily spiced and they're generally served with kithro, which is raw meat. Both contain midmita, which is like a hot chili powder, koramina, which is a beautiful cardamom, and kibe, spiced butter. Although injera is king, there are several different types of bread in Ethiopian cuisine. Hibist is a light, fluffy, steamed bread, really delicious. The word for bread in Amharic is dabo. This type of dabo here is very common. In fact, it's made in my house at least 3 times a week. Really wholesome. Dabo kolo is not really a bread, it's more of a snack. A small kind of bready flour mixture which you can colour in different colours as you can see here. And it's served as a snack usually with tea or coffee. Very crunchy. Defo dabo is kind of what you'd see as a regular loaf of bread. Absolutely wonderful. We also can't miss out mulmul, anabarbero, and basha. Lots of different types of bread, but yeah, injera is the king. So a real whirlwind look at Ethiopian food, or the vegan or vegetarian side of it. So much to look at. I've definitely missed out some stuff. There are other things like fish. We've not even looked at that yet. Ethiopia is a landlocked country, so fish is not massively popular, but it's there. You can get something called Nile perch, which is absolutely delicious. We've also got things like chapchapsa. Chapchapsa is a flattened bread, kita. It's a very thin bread mixed with butter and Burberry, crushed up in your hand, squeezed in your hand and eaten. It's delicious. Choco is made of barley. Again, it's another snack, usually served with coffee. And genfo. Genfo is a very dense porridge, usually made of bulla. Bulla flour is the root of a banana tree. It can be made with other different types of flour. It's cooked and cooked and cooked either with water or with milk. And then in the center, a well is made with butter or kibe and Burberry. Delicious stuff. Anyway, that's the food done. I think we better move on to the next item, coffee. But before we do that, let's just take a little breather. Coffee or buna is Ethiopia. Ethiopia is coffee. The smell of roasted coffee beans is just wonderful, but in particular in Ethiopia. The coffee beans are roasted and then ground, and then the coffee is cooked in a pot called a jabana. There are many different types, as you can see just here. The Ethiopian coffee ceremony is not a quick in and out Nescafe, Starbucks type of affair. It's slow, it's really inviting. People sit, you drink 3 cups of coffee, a minimum, drunk from small cups called a cine with no handle. It is just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. When you're in an Ethiopian restaurant, please do try this. Ask them for jabana coffee. Enjoy some black coffee, or with milk if you want. There's a herb called tanadam that, if you can get it, goes into the coffee, which is also delicious. Some people even drink it with honey or butter. Enjoy it with some snacks, fruits, sweets, the dabo kolo that we saw earlier. It's just an incredible, incredible thing. It is just full of culture, full of love. It's beautiful. So that concludes part 2 in our series. Join me next time where we'll be looking at more culture and food from Ethiopia. In the meantime, please do get down to your local Ethiopian restaurant and check out some of this wonderful, wonderful food. Amasaganalo.